Hey guys, and welcome back to the ATMOS Network. Today with Alex, and I am speed building a Craftsman house in collaboration with George from SMagazine Official, or smagazine.co.uk, whatever you want to say. S Gaming, he's got loads of stuff, and so yeah, go and check him out. He's a really cool guy, and he's really good at building houses, and his magazine is fantastic, and someone may have a job there, so yeah. So anyway, that's going past that, let's talk about the house. So at the moment in the house I am just sort of doing the basic layout. So basically this house is a Craftsman styled house. It's not exactly Craftsman, but it's pretty cool, and it's got all this roofing stuff. It's got quite a small upstairs because that's sort of the whole sort of main design, that it's sort of got quite an elaborate roof, I guess you could say, and well, not really elaborate, it's a complex roof and sort of smaller upstairs. So it's got a garage area there, it's putting it in. And now I'm trying to figure out how to do this, and it kind of fails because of Sims free stuff. But in the end I get it to work, and it's all fine and dandy. So yeah, let's continue on with the roof now. That's actually the porch. That changes a bit later. It's a bit too big at the moment. So yeah. And then doing some more roofing. This is just roofing. It's quite a lot of detail in this roof. It took quite a bit of time, but I think it's really good now. So yeah, that is cool. Turning off my music there. So now we're actually just doing more roofing, because actually a lot of this video is spent doing the roofing because the roofing is so important in this house. So yeah, and then we're just doing more roofing and more roofing. It was quite hard doing the roofing actually. I spent quite a lot of time on it. And yeah, just raising some of the roofs, adding in the actual sort of top bit of the roof, I guess, and adding in some more. I don't know, I can't remember what to call them. It's just escaped my mind. So yeah, and now we are doing more roofing and more roofing. We're going to be here all year roofing, and then I had a bit of trouble with the shape of the roof here. Got it working in the end. It's perfectly fine now. It works. I think it works. So yeah, that's how it stays. Now we're just doing some fencing. This fence doesn't stay, but those columns do, and those columns look really nice in the end. Here we are, just changing the porch up. It does change one more time. It's too big, but it stays like that for now, which is kind of how it stays, but it just gets slightly smaller, I guess you could say, or sort of slightly less wire. Sure, I don't know what I'm saying. So yeah, adding another sort of porch area at the back. I think there's some seating there. I don't know. And now doing the wall covering. So the wall coverings for this house are very sort of creamy and sort of dark, and then light creams and stuff. I think it works really well. Sort of actually using sort of some pre-built stone. Pre-built sort of pre-set stone from the actual catalogue from the base game. I think it looks nice because that's kind of a Craftsman style. And now just putting in sort of the other stuff that's not bordered, but it kind of has a border at the top or the bottom, so it kind of looks like it's separated. And I thought that was really cool. Adding in more of this stuff that covers most of the house, that stuff. So yeah. And now we are going into more painting because this house is spent painting. So yeah, basically this house is very family orientated for sort of pets, but I don't have pets because I like that. So yeah, this house uses lots of base game, a bit of store content, a few expansion packs. So that's an island paradise door, I believe. It's quite nice for doing sort of traditional doors. And then these windows I think are really nice. I think there was a cut there, I'm not sure. And just doing the more windows, and there's sort of one of those sort of base game when there's another cut, and then just doing all the sort of little windows every now and again. Now we're doing the pathways. I just use another base game texture, which I think suits the house. There we go. And then more stairs at the back porch, and now we're doing the railing for the back porch because I don't know, I just thought it was necessary for safety. There we go. And now I'm adding in even more windows because this oh yes, I see I kind of may have put the footage in slightly wrong order. Yeah, now we're at the front door. Now we're adding windows at the side. Yeah, this is in the slightly wrong order. Oh, now we're going back to the right order, and we're putting in the bay window from the base game, I believe. I've never used it before because usually it looks really ugly, but I think it suits. Adding in this sort of trellis. I think it's very nice, and it's very sort of, it kind of stands out because it's so white. I guess it sort of, it sort of separates the plants from the grass quite nicely. Now adding a pool, we're just making it a darker colour. I think it looks so much better than colouring it sort of a different colour, because it's sort of a traditional pool in real life is actually just that sort of colour. Now we're doing some freestyle painting. I had a bit of an issue because you can't paint under roofs unless you like go outside of the roof before you start painting. So yeah. And then just did them. And now I'm going to do the flowers, which I chose these kind of like flat flowers, I guess you could call them, which were sort of rosy colour. And then I did the white and orange bushes and the blue bushes, and I thought that looked really nice, and I thought the colours complemented each other. Adding in a tree from University Life, some base game trees, a nice base game oak, putting sort of some detailing underneath. I leave the patch out in the front and then I go back to it. Another tree, I think it's from university, looks like university-ish. And then we are just, I don't know what I'm doing, adding more trees, making it very homely. Adding a goal post and then some terrain paint, so I thought the terrain paints made it look very sort of like it's been had a ball kicked on it. And I was trying these plant beds and it just looked really crap, so just changed it to the normal plants and I think it looks really good. So yeah, that's just sort of why I'm doing the walls inside, because it's not overly necessary because they may change. I have a starter home coming soon, and also maybe my hand at Google SketchUp. Now we are jumping into the screenshots. Thanks for watching.